So we're not too far away at all from making a start to our second of the national classes here today. The big event today will be the FEI Welcome a little bit later on. Looking forward to seeing nearly 50 competitors come forward and contest in that. As we now, though, turn our attention to the $1,000 Vitalize 1m30. It's another junior and amateur section class, and it's another two-phase class as well. Over the same course as the 1m40 competitors, we're now down 2 holes in the wings, so we're at 1m30. The first phase runs from fences 1 through to 7B, the second from 8 through to 13. First phase time allowed of 56 seconds. The second phase time allowed of 50 seconds. Didn't seem to be too tight at all in that opening round of today, but we'll see how they get on. We wish them all the very best of luck. Designed once again by Peter Holmes from Cowichan Bay in Canada. 13 fences, 15 jumping efforts. Second phase time allowed of 50 seconds. We'll clear the arena of our other athletes and then we'll get underway. We'll do so with number 570, it's Erin Haas, and the 8-year-old bay mare by the name of Honey Badger. Finished in the top 2, one of 2 double clears in our 1m30 class. Let's see how she gets on now with a different ride. The USA's Erin Haas and Honey Badger. Certainly look quick, but just stop the clock at 46.544. The time allowed is 50 seconds, so nicely inside that. It's a double clear, gets us off to a great start in the $1,000 Vitalize 1m30 power and speed. Said just before finishing the top 2 of the previous class that the second rider for Erin today. She'll bring forward another horse as well, and an 11-year-old a little bit later on towards the end of the class. That's the benchmark then, double clear, 46.544. Finished in the top 10, the 130 speed on the opening day of the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour here at the Terra Nova Equestrian Centre. We welcome back Julia Curtis. Just the one ride in this, it's the 9-year-old chestnut gelding, Oklahoma Van der Zel. Just didn't get the right shot that she wanted, the A element of fence 10, then opted to turn away from the B element. Jumps clear it through the second time, but opts to pop her hand up and retire. Save the legs of Oklahoma Van der Zalm for another day. Julia Curtis decides to retire from the Vitalize Power and Speed. Onwards we go then. Onwards we go to Alexandra Crown with the 11-year-old Bemer Zangerscheider by the name of Dorothy DHZ. Alexandra Crown, number 499. Takes the lead, does so by a very small margin as well, 46.166, goes double clear. Alexandra Crown and Dorothy DHZ takes the lead of the Vitalize Power and Speed, our second class of the day. That puts Erin Haas and Honey Badger down into second, and of course Julia Curtis retired from the competition, so won't sit in the placings. 3 have gone, 2 have gone clear. Will it be made 3 by our next combination? One of our 2 multiple riders, she'll be back a little bit later on at the end of the class, now comes forward with Devon McNeil's Carlotta 212. We welcome Ava Lee. Very nearly has the penultimate, just rolled it, but it stayed in the cups. The Terra Nova Equestrian Centre vertical. What a round that was. Charlotta 2-1-2 and Ava Lee take the lead of the Vitalize 1 metre 30 power and speed class. 43.376. 3 seconds quicker than that of Alexandra Crown. She's in second. Erin Haas has third at the moment. That's the top three. The time to beat, 43.376. Many more to come. The first of those, Maya Dennis, finishing the top three of the 1 metre 40 power and speed. That was our opening class. Different ride now. It's the 10-year-old chestnut mare, Santa Rosa Quintalet. Definitely picked up the pace in the second phase, and we can see that with a great time of 41.171. Really unfortunately, though, has the front rail of the Oxer at fence 11, so it is four for jumping in 41.171. That's good enough for fourth. As the placings stand, Erin Haas is third, Alexandra Crown second, Ava Lee and Carlotta 2-1-2 lead the way in this power and speed class with a time of 43.376. How can this rider from Chile get on? Will they challenge for the lead of this second class of the day? It's Chile's Trinidad Sophia Richard and the 10-year-old Grey Gelding by Cartiano Z HPF Igor. Just the one down in the second phase. The front rail of the Oxford 9 does come down. 4 for jumping in 43.184 for Chile's Trinidad Sophia Richard and HPF Igor. Slowest of the 4 falters, won't quite see them rattle the placings, unfortunately, in this Vitalize 1m30 power and speed class. Will our next rider do the opposite of that and get themselves into the placings? We'll find out very shortly indeed as she comes forward with the JCY Sales Glamour Betty. Quite an experienced KWPN mare that's ridden by Molly Hutchinson. Oh, that is a shame. Turned inside to the Oxford 9. Just misreads it, unfortunately, and parts company from Glamour Betty. Molly, are you okay? We get the thumbs up. Good to see she's okay. Will be reviewed by the medical team. I can see them walking over to her now. Never great to see riders fall from the horses, but these things happen, and it's a risk that they take with the sport, and you turn tight. They've got to do that if they want to beat the leading time, held by Ava Lee and Carlotta 212. 43.376. That's the time that sits at the top of the leaderboard, and we've got around 10 more still to come forward. Can they challenge for the lead? Ava Lee has the top. Alexandra Crown in second. Erin Haas is the slowest of the clear rounds so far into the top 3 she rides. Patrick Hamilton now with his own 11-year-old grey mare, warm bloods by the name of Gatika Dubois de Majus, 580 on the bridle. Welcome, Patrick Hamilton. 45, 294 goes double clear there. Patrick Hamilton, Gatika Dubois, Desmaisous goes into second as it stands in the Vitalize 1 meter 30 power and speed for the juniors and amateurs. Ava still leads with a time of 43.376. He was brave then. He turned inside the B element of fence 10 to take the inside line to fence 9. The last time we saw a competitor try that, they unfortunately parted company. So it was a good approach. Will more riders do the same? We'll find out now. As Dolores Funes takes centre stage, you can see her now just getting primed, see where she's going to take those tight lines, getting prepared for this track designed by Peter Holmes. Dolores Funes and the 12-year-old chestnut stallion, Singulon. Had some really nice moments there, they really did. It is 3 down, including the last. It is 12 for jumping in 43.524 for Dolores Funes. And that Singulon over the halfway mark. Turn to Mexico's Claudia Ballesteros and Bella Hobb. And in fact, we don't go to Claudia. We go to Madison Kondraki and ESH Karishma, number 24.92 on the bridle. Time allowed in the first phase, 56 seconds. It's 50 seconds in the second phase over those 15 jumping efforts. ESH Karishma and Madison Kondraki. Yeah, it's one of the quickest times that we've seen, really, 38.618. They've got to take that risk, and they've really got to start travelling in that second phase to beat the leading time of 43.376. But the quicker they go, they do run the risk of maybe jumping slightly flatter, and they have the front rail of the Oxa at 11. It is full for jumping for Madison Kondraki and ESH Karishma. That won't challenge the placings. We've only had 4 double clears. Erin Haas, Alexandra Crown, Patrick Hamilton, Ava Lee leads the class, as it's now the time for Angela Swanson and the A Swanson Farms LLC's Origi Detigi, number 442. Goes third, steady, it is steady, but it's a good time nonetheless. 45.987, Angela Swanson and Origi Detigi for the USA. They push Alexandra Crown down into fourth. They take third for now. Patrick Hamilton has second, and it's Ava Lee that is reigning victorious as the placings stand. 43.376. Not too many more to come forward, not too many more opportunities to knock Ava Lee down off the top spot, but it could be done. They'll have to go quicker than 43 seconds, though. We've seen times quicker than that, but those riders have had rails down, and rails down all around this track. To Sydney Shelby. Sydney Shelby with the 14-year-old Black Gelding, never ever the second, finish in the top 10 in the 1m20 speed on the opening day of the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour. Sydney Shelby, never ever. Wow, takes the long shot at the final fence, and what a round that was. Wentz double clear in a time of 39.340. The Quickest of the clears to take the lead, Sydney Shelby, and never ever the second, watching family and friends just behind the podium, jumping every fence with her. And I think that's a pretty good candidate for the fist pump challenge supported by Equifit. We'll see what our judges think, because don't forget, there's money on the line there for the fist pump challenge. You don't have to win the class, you don't have to complete the round, but we want to see you punching to the sky. It was Will Simpson that led the way for quite some time. I wonder whether Sydney Shelby has taken the top spot of the fist pump challenge. We'll keep you up to date with those results. But now we turn to Mexico. Mexico's Claudia Ballesteros both owns and rides this bay mare Holsteiner called Bella Hop, number 1985. New time to beat, 39.340. Claudia Ballesteros, Mexico. One down, and it is 27 for time as well, a total of 31 in 76.041 for Mexico's Claudia Ballesteros. And Bella Hop has quite an uncharacteristic stop at the Oxer at 9 and then just decides to take the pressure off and just go gently through the second phase. We'll be seeing that combination again a little bit later on today. More national classes to come, and we've got the feature class, the FEI 1 meter footy welcome. That will conclude the second of 5 days of competition here at the Terra Nova Equestrian Centre for the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour. The latter stages now of our second class of the day, the Vitalize Power and Speed for the junior and amateur sections. We look to Elsa Gooding. Elsa Gooding with the 12-year-old Zanga Scheider Grey Gelding, Victor Z, number 595, Elsa Godding. does go double clear. It's the slowest of the double clears that we've seen, a time of 47.294. In fact, had a rail, so it is full for jumping in 47.294. Apologies for that. Take a look at the top three then. Patrick Hamilton in third. Ava Lee, she had the lead for some time but was pushed down into second as Sydney Shelby, and never ever the second, sits in the top spot. The time to beat is 39.340. Can Erin Haas, with a second of two rides, contend with that? She sits in sixth at the moment, the slowest of the double clears. She's already had one round. Will she get some tighter turns? Will she push on more in that second phase? That's what she's got to do. The 12-year-old Gray Gelding, Zangerscheide, Victor Z, Elsa, Erini Haas. Touch slower than a previous ride, but she's got one in sixth and she's got one in seventh. Will she be bringing two horses back to the mounted presentation? 46.710, double clear for the USA's Erin Haas and Hajalin. Two more to come forward then. The first of the final two took the win in the 1m40 power and speed, went double clear a little bit earlier on today. Different ride, it's now a warm-blood bay mare by the name of Patience van der Dries. Victoria Ketchum. puts up a fair challenge then, does jump into the placings, goes 6th for now in the Vitalize 1m30 junior and amateur power and speed class. 46.302 is the time and double clear for Patience van der Dries and Victoria Ketchum. We've got one more to go. The last of the class. It is Ava Lee back with a second of 2 rides. Sits in second place with the first of those, Carlotta 2-on-2. Picked up a time there of 43.376. Can she go second? And quicker with a second of 2 rides, Vivencia and Ava Lee. Jumps really boldly around the track, designed by Peter Holmes. It is one down, fence 3. 4 for jumping in 44.993 for Ava Lee and Vivencia. That then completes the Vitalize 1m30 power and speed class for the juniors and amateurs. It completes the placings as well. And Erin Haas does indeed take 7th and 8th. 8th with Hajelin and 7th with Honey Badger, number 570. 6th, Victoria Ketchum and Patience van der Dries. 5th, Alexandra Crown and Dorothy DHZ. 4th, Angela Swanson and Origi Didhiji. And then to the top 3 we go with Tiki Dubois Demazius. Patrick Hamilton takes 3rd. Ava Lee and Carlotta takes 2nd. And it's a win for the USA's Never Ever the 2nd and Sydney Shelby. Well done to all. Well done to the top 8. They'll be back in for the mounted presentation in just a few minutes' time. If you've just joined us ringside here, the main jumper ring at the Terra Nova Equestrian Centre, welcome to the prize giving for our second class of the day. Class 39, the $1,000 Vitalize, 1m30 power and speed class for the juniors and amateurs. Great performance put in by all, and it is the top 8 that join us for the mounted presentation. Thank you to Vitalize, our class sponsors, and thank you to Stephanie Rowney from the Split Rock Jumping Tour, who comes forward to congratulate the top 8. Let's see who we have then. Erin Haas and Hajelin take 8th. She also takes 7th with Honey Badger. In 6th, Victoria Ketchum and Patience van der Dries. In 5th, Alexandra Crown and Dorothy DHZ. 4th, Angela Swanson and Origi de TG. 3rd, Patrick Hamilton, Gatika Dubois de Mazus. In 2nd, Ava Lee and Carlotta 212. But your winner, with never ever the 2nd, Sydney Shelby. The official photographs taken by Winslow Photography, you can find them online, you can find them here on site at the Terra Nova Equestrian Centre as well. So do go and take a look. They'll be available very shortly after the conclusion of this class. The top 3 then take to the podium. So for those that can, please be upstanding for the national anthem of your winner. Sydney Shelby for the United States of America. The winner of the Vitalize 1m30 power and speed for juniors and amateurs, Sydney Shelby and Never Ever. Remarkable performances. Good to see all these riders back out after the opening day just yesterday. We've got much more still to come as well, so stick around and show these riders and these horses some support. The top 8 again, Erin Haas takes 8th and 7th, Victoria Ketchum 6th, Alexandra Crown in 5th, Angela Swanson takes 4th. The top 3 just getting back in the plate, and then they'll be away on the victory gallop. We mentioned it before, don't forget the fist pump challenge supported by Equifit. Want to see those fist pumps if you want to get yourself on the leaderboard. Remember, you don't have to complete the class, you don't have to finish in the placings to be within a chance. So let's see the top 3 then on the victory gallop. Patrick Hamilton, Ava Lee, they're led away by Sydney Shelby. The victory gallop there for the Vitalize 1m30 power and speed class. We opened up today with the 1m40 power and speed, and we've got much more to come, so do stick around. Following this will be the $1,000 B&D Builders 1m20 power and speed class. Then we'll look to the 7-year-old. It's an immediate jump-off class, a slightly different format to what we're used to seeing. And then will complete the day with the second of the FEI classes. The first of those was yesterday. It was a power and speed class supported by Horseflight, but it's the big one. It's the 1m45 FEI welcome later on today. We'll see you back here very shortly indeed.